Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. And on tonight's episode, we are over in Northern Karanas, and I am here with.
Boom! The Barbarian. Level
eh,
15 warrior, guys.
yes, and he is doing a fantastic job so far. We are playing with my level
Is that a
13
joke?
shaman.
Are you joking?
Yeah, he just completely let me die a few minutes ago, but that's all right
He's a
because
joke.
I was sucking too. I
Yeah, you let me die.
a very slow and painful death, but
All right.
so this is the bridge that leads us over to what was the name of that zone?
South Karana, where the Aviax and the Teshmal Knolls are, which we're going to come back to eventually, guys, because I want to kill the Teshmals, and I believe Split Paw, the entrance to Split Paw is in that zone, and that'll be a good place for us to hunt around our level 30s, I believe.
That's gonna
Have,
be
now, have you
cool.
been in Split Paw?
I believe I went there once, if that, and it's not a zone that even back in the day where everything was camped, anybody ever went there. So unless you had like a friend to go with, chances are you weren't gonna be able to do very much there by yourself. At least with a Shadow Knight or a Cleric, which were the two classes I played. And so yeah, I didn't really spend a lot of time there because it wasn't until later on when I had my Cleric, which was my second character, that I actually started making friends simply for the fact that people wanted reses. You know, like Shadow Knights, people avoid it like the plague. Like you could be the nicest person in the world, but you're a Shadow Knight, and people are like, ugh. You know, because so many people played or did role playing. I don't see anybody doing that anymore. Have you?
No, it's very rare now that I see someone who, okay, these guys, they're worried about us. They're
Apprehensively, yeah.
scared. Yeah.
Little
They're like,
farmers.
hey, are you guys going to kill us? And like, no, guys, we're peaceful.
The most lazy farmers in the world. I would hate to see their tan lines. It's all going to be on one side because they never turn. They just go outside and stand in the exact same position.
Farmer
Um,
tan.
But I mean, yeah, it was weird. You know, like nobody wanted a Shadow Knight for the most part. I know I say that quite a bit. I'm sure there's people out there who are, they got into tons and tons of groups as a Shadow Knight. For me,
Check
that
it
is
out,
definitely
guys.
not the case. You want
These
to
are
pull?
our violators.
You want to pull those again and let you die?
No, no.
I let you die this time.
No, I got so I will not die.
You like to think so.
Okay, well, hopefully the wooden bridge will be coming up pretty soon, man.
Now, what's going to be over here at this wooden bridge? What are you going to show us on this episode?
Okay, when we cross the bridge, I think we'll be in Eastern Karana, and in Eastern Karana you can get the High Pass, you can get to the Beholder Maze, and there's also I believe there's knolls to the right of the bridge along the riverbank on a hill that me and AC Gamer will be able to get really decent experience from, and we'll be able to level there for a little while, get some of that experience back we both lost. So that's what I'm hoping to show us too, guys. I'm hoping that that's the way we're going because I'm not certain. I mean, it's been a while. This is my third week back since 2004, and it's been a while. So I think I see the bridge coming up. Maybe I'm
And these
like I said,
Karana zones, they really throw me off. Like,
they're big, dude. They're so
yeah.
big,
And
man.
they're all named the exact same thing, like North Karana, South Karana, East Karana, West Karana. I was like, you go to any other zone. The only other zone I can think that does that is the Common Lands. You have East Common Lands and West Common Lands. That's it. You know, every other zone, if there's a zone next to it, it's called something completely different. It's not, east, west, south, north, northeast, north, south. You know, like it's. I don't know how you can do north, south, but right in the middle maybe. But it's very,
There
very
it is.
confusing, and it's.
Hey, there it is. Yeah, we know. I know where I'm at now, guys.
That's a cool looking bridge. I do
Uh,
believe you can climb up that as well. Now I
I think
would.
so. I think so. I think you're right.
I think I did that back in the day because sometimes you'd just be bored. You got to remember, guys. A lot of the time you were spent just waiting for a group in a zone, and so you'd go back someplace where it's safe because you didn't feel like killing that day by yourself, or you just felt like playing around. So I think I'm going to try to jump up here and see how far we can get,
I
just
love
for
the
the pure
fact that you
fun of
have
it.
so. You know that? I
it
love the fact that you have so.
it's an amazing little thing to have, but I wouldn't get used to it because once we get my cleric, it's going bye bye.
Oh, look.
Oh, there's somebody over here. Well, somebody will get a nice little sow, or spirit of the wolf, or sow, spirit of the pig.
Yeah.
There we go. It actually took.
Give him the so. Give him the SEW, guys.
I think you know what you
Huh?
can do is you can climb up this way, maybe.
I
How
don't
did I
know.
get up there? Maybe you have to use
Let's go.
levitate.
Let's go on the other side. Maybe we can go on the other side. Yeah, because I wouldn't have any luck. Of course, I only tried once, guys, so I wasn't.
This is gonna zone us, though, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, this is gonna zone us. We're gonna be hopefully over there where the knolls are. That I think there's also crag spiders or some kind of spiders in here that are good experience. Um, I can't remember much else about the zone, guys. I know that there's a farming community, and I know there's Griffons, and I believe that I think there's just Griffons, and I think
Griffons, huh? Not griffins.
yeah, no, just Griffons, the little kind. Let's see, we got people here. What's this?
Paprika?
We got Paprika here, guys.
There we go. We got Squire, who looks
Wire
at us
Wembley.
apprehensively.
Yeah, I think I
So,
used to kill him.
did you?
Yeah, I think so, actually.
Let's
All right,
see,
let's go
how
this
many
way.
people were in this zone? We only
Oh,
got...
here's how you used to get up. Here's how you used to get up on this bridge.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So you just
I
had to
had
go
a,
up from the right side.
yeah, and then I would get up there and I would jump it, and now I'm stuck.
Yeah, you
Okay.
got to be very careful.
All right,
Trying
let
to do
me.
this in third person is probably not the good idea. Run! Run, Forrest. Now,
Oh, ah!
if you get up here, you can still zone it. Like, I kind of almost don't want to because you can go linked it pretty much anytime you zone, as we have seen on other videos. But yeah, you can get all the way up here and then you can jump off if you want. My suggestion would be if you want to jump off into the water, save yourself a little bit of damage. As you can see, I just took 13 damage from jumping off from that height. And that was what, like 8 feet maybe? I mean, it's about double the size of me, and if I was to jump off from this right now and land on the ground, I'd be dead at my level. So I'm going to jump, and I'm going to land in the water, and as you can see, you take no damage whatsoever. You do go down quite a bit, and from what I remember, I think the higher you jump from, the further down you go. So if it's a very, very shallow pool, you may still take damage. I don't think you will that often, but just kind of be a little careful with that if you're jumping from enormous heights. Although I think this is pretty much the tallest structure I truly remember getting on. There might be one or two taller structures in the game, but this is definitely one of the taller ones that you're actually able to get on top of.
I actually got a guildmate down here. He's sitting right there, Errol. So I just wanted to say hey to him. Yeah, that's. Wonder what he's hunting. He's probably hunting maybe Griffons actually.
Maybe. Every time you say it like that, though, I just think of people who say target as was it Target? You know, like it's the fancy way of saying it. You know, instead of just Griffin, you're saying Griffon.
No, it's actually spelled Gris.
No, I know it is. I'm just saying, like people who pronounce their way. Like, did you ever see Joe Dirt, where he tries to pronounce his name as like Dirte or whatever instead of Dirt?
Dear day.
Yeah, it's just like you're trying to make it more fancy than it actually is. That's what it just sounds like that to me every time you do that. But
No, it's definitely Griffon.
I don't know why. I just imagine some little punk with blonde hair or something with a name like that. Somebody has to be watching, like, hey, that's my name. Stop, leave me alone, right? Nothing against you, seriously. It's just, I don't know why.
Okay,
Maybe it's like
Griffon.
movie-wise or something. It's like been ingrained in my head that way. But why do you run so slow? Like, you have more strength than I do.
Oh, I was stopping and checking things out. That's why.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can do a run-by healing on the guy. There we go.
Yeah, I fell off the bridge like literally on the third chain, and it did almost half my health. I wasn't up far at all, dude.
And you're a warrior, so you got like 3 times more health than I do. So
Yeah, that's
keep that in
crazy.
mind, guys. Depending on your class, you may be able to do it. Is there safe fall in this one? I know there is in the second one.
All right, yeah, these guys are dark blue to me.
It's yellow to me.
Yeah, if you'll sit over here by the
And
river,
even.
dude,
The
I'll
one
just
on the
pull
left
you-
is even.
One on the left.
Yeah, pull that one first.
You got
Wait,
it.
wait, come back. Let me heal you up first. 'Cause
Oh
he's-
no, dude. You
No,
can
no,
do
no, come back. We've done that before, and this is a long run back. We're going to be a little bit extra cautious on this one.
it. Hail me with your inner fire.
No, that one's not very efficient anymore, not at your level. I'd have to sit there and cast that thing like a gazillion times just to get your life to go up like 1%.
Well, let me sit so you can get regen and to help out your heals.
Yeah.
Not that I get much regen.
I was going to say that would help out, what, like 10 hit points?
Yeah.
10 hit points out of how many? How many hit points do you have?
Let me check. I have 524 hit points
Nice.
with your inner fire buff.
And I have 288, so yeah, almost twice as much. That's crazy.
Hey,
I
I'm
mean,
a
that's
lot
the way it
sexier
should
too,
be.
Guys, just look at me the next time when I pull this guy. Just look how sexy I am.
Yeah.
compared to him.
In that kilt, you're very, very, very manly in that thing.
Hey man, the Scottish is Scottish. I think. Now, did the Irish wear kilts?
The who?
The Irish.
I
just
just
the
know they
Scottish.
drink a lot, and that's just another stereotype that some of you guys are probably like, hey, but they do it in every movie. Like they get away with it somehow by just saying they're a bunch of alcoholic drunks or whatever. But I'm sure there's tons of people who are Irish that have nothing to do with that. But I mean, kilts. Like who decided that was a good idea
There's
for a
gotta be some
guy?
truth behind it, man. I know exactly, man. It's going to be very cold in the winter times. All I got to
Well,
say
I
about
mean, not
that.
even that, but I'm just thinking like practicality. If the stuff that I would have to do day to day, and the, like, mowing the lawn, and like if you're gonna build a house, like I would not want to try to build a house in anything other than a pair of jeans because
I don't think they mowed the lawn back in the day when
I
they
know they
made
didn't,
this.
but I'm sure they picked stuff up and they went farming and stuff like that. And having a kilt that just kind of flapped around, and when you got into like awkward positions, I mean yeah, that's not something
Just
I
let
would
it all
ever
hang
do.
out,
Yeah,
eh?
exactly what they would be doing. I don't know. I don't know who decided that was. I mean, it's pretty easy fabric to make. You just wrap it around your waist, you're done. But beyond that, it seems a little too simple.
Come here, guy. Come on, there you go.
And as you can see, even when you get a pair of pants, you still kind of keep the kilt on your guy. Like I have chainmailed, and you can still see that it still has that little hint of a second layer. Now, I'm not sure, other than cultural wise, why they would do that, because it really can't be adding that much more protection, but it's probably adding a whole lot more weight. I remember because I go to the Renaissance Festival every year,
How's
and
Manna, brother?
it is at 37%. Let me heal you up again.
Okay.
Now,
I'm gonna hold off and let you get above 60. Let me know when you're above 60.
it's gonna take a while for that. If you, as long as you're pretty close to full life, and he's not too hard, I think we should be fine.
Okay.
Although we probably would regret that because I'm only down to 23 right now. The guy on the left
I
over
don't
here.
mind letting this guy right here is even to me.
See, that's what I
So
say that he's yellow to me. This guy over here on the left is even to me, so he'd be blue
okay.
to you
Where's he at?
on my left.
Okay, I see him. Oh, I got a little bit of feedback from you right there.
Oh, I
Okay,
do
I see him.
apologize,
Yeah,
man.
I got him. Oh, it's all right. It's all good. Just letting you know.
But yeah, I mean, you do get different outfits. I can't wait for my shaman to get that really cool. What is it? Like a polar bear helmet? I guess it could just be a
I
white
can't wait
bear. I
to
don't
get
know.
armor. I can't wait to get
Oh
to
man, we got two guys, and he's blue to me.
oh, the silver mist.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hate me. He's green to me, so I don't think we got to worry about him too much.
Okay, as long as you
I'm
keep
gonna
aggro
take.
on him.
Let me actually taunt him.
Let's see, we should be fine. You're doing. You already got him down to about 91% on the Knoll Reaver,
No.
and the Wolf you got down to 84%. So that's not too bad. I think we'll be
Yeah,
fine as long as you can control the aggro, and I don't pull any of the mobs off of you. Here comes another Silver Mist.
that's a werewolf.
Oh
What?
yeah, you're
Does
right.
he? Yeah, he's Yeah, he hates me too. Wow, everything hates me.
Everything hates everybody in these zones. I mean, that's kind of the whole point behind these zones.
I think these wolves love my druid though.
Yeah, but that's like a rare circumstance where the druids are like the guardians of like the animals and stuff. Like it's like that's the lore behind the druids.
Yeah, by charming one animal and then making it fight to the death the other
Right.
animal. That's some kinship with the animals you got there, guy.
Well, I mean, you can do it that way. I know my brother played a druid and he would never attack an animal the entire time he
Me
played.
neither. I couldn't do it. It, it's not something I believe a druid would do.
Yeah, and
Oh
he
God,
had.
why am I attacking myself?
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm down to 18%. But yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where he had plenty of opportunity to do it, and yet he just decided not to. So you have to decide the way you want to play, and that's kind of what I got to earlier, is that nobody does role-playing anymore. And for those of you who are not familiar with what role-playing is, as far as this game goes, I mean, I'm sure most of you know what the
Wolf,
word
hey,
means,
he
but
likes you. The wolf likes you.
yeah, a little bit too much. But in
That's your
this,
knoll, by the way. That's your loot.
but in this
You
one,
looted
yeah, I'll
last
loot it
week.
here in a second. But in this one, you can have /ANON, which is anonymous, which will hide your guild tag and also hide your level and your location if anybody does a who-all on you. The reason for doing that is if you just want to be left alone or you're being a jerk and you don't want people to know what guild you're
Yep.
in, you can hide that. Roleplay, which is /role, ROLE, will allow you to be kind of invisible to the point where people won't be able to see what zone you're in, but they'll be able to see what guild you're still in. They won't be able to see what class you are and stuff like that, but it still allows you to have your guild tag. And the thing to remember in this one is that if people are in your guild and they do a who-all, Black Pirates, or just do a who-all guild, you can see everybody who's on as long as they're not anonymous. So a lot of guilds would be like, don't be anonymous, be roleplay if you want to. That's kind of what it's used for now. But back in the day, Train to West Zone,
You know,
just a heads
we
up.
don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, because we're far enough away. But back in the day, the whole point to the role play was that you got into the role playing aspect of your character. And I would see that primarily it would be the evil classes that did it. Like the trolls and the ogres definitely were like broken English where they like me chomp you to bits and stuff like that. And they'd be acting silly, or they'd be like, the trolls just entered the zone, and any high elf better watch their back and stuff like that. They'd be into their character so much that they were like taking the personification of that character, like if they were actors, and they were taking the role very seriously. And some of them took it seriously, but had like a joking kind of aspect to it, just like some actors do. So it was interesting to see people run around like that, and then the conversations in chat. You ask questions out of character, and occasionally you see somebody reply back that was clearly role playing, and they'd be like, "Me don't take help from stinking good characters or whatever." When they got like a so from somebody, instead of saying like thank you, they'd be like, "Me don't take that kind of stuff. Come back here and let me duel you," and they were like literally clicking that buff off so that they didn't have it because it was like insulting to them to have that from you. So I don't know. I kind of missed that. Like, it's kind of funny to be. I think that part of the game really made it more of a like interactive NPC that we still haven't gotten to this day, because they're real people that you could go in and interact with, and you just never know what they're going to say or how they're going to react. But
See, I found role playing to be a chore. I mean, it was a chore on this game simply because when I was playing, over 50% of the people had blue names, and you really can't role play with those guys because they're not role playing. You can only role play with the other guys. And now, when I had the chance to role play, I loved it. It was fun. It was great. I would insult the good races with my dark elf cleric and stuff like that. I wouldn't res them. I wouldn't heal them if they were role playing. Generally I was a dick because that's exactly what a dark elf would be in that situation. But I never did role play with the guys who had the blue names up, only with the other role players. And it got to a point to where, like it is today, where 80-90% of the people are they're just playing with the blue names, which means they're not role playing. And the purple names that I did see were anonymous; they weren't role playing. So I don't know.
You can role play with regular people with blue names. I mean, you just have to
I
take
never
it to.
did. I never did. I don't know. Maybe I was doing it the wrong way, but I just
No, you were doing it like hardcore because, like you were saying, you wouldn't heal people if they were doing it and stuff like that.
If he was a high elf and he was role playing, my dark elf would not heal you.
See,
he would not res you. I mean, I would only put. I mean, it brought out some interest because they wouldn't do anything for us either.
Right.
This guy's going to be even to me.
Yeah,
guys.
he's yelling at me.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm at 60%. But yeah, I mean, if you were just a little bit less that extreme, where you were talking in like the native language, because I've seen in this game, this is something we haven't touched upon. For those of you who may have never played the game, or coming back to it after a very long time, in this game you start off with the native language. So if you're an erudite, you start off with. Don't pull them too close to me, but yeah, let me back up a little bit.
Oh no, you're good. I remember sitting aggro. It happens to my cleric all the time.
But
I'm gonna have to fix some stuff, dude. We may want to end the video here pretty soon.
Oh, okay. Then wow, this is gonna be a pretty short video though.
Yeah, it's raining here really bad, so I'm gonna have to get out and roll my car windows up.
Okay, guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead and end the video for Thuum here, and I'm gonna just pause my video, and we'll pick it back up here in a minute.
Yeah, guys, sorry about that. I mean, I'm sitting somewhere where it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna try and just get to a dry place.
You got enough time to finish the fight, or you need to go right now?
Oh yeah, we can finish the fight.
Okay.
It's been drizzling all day, and now it's starting to actually rain. So
I wish we get some rain here. Like, Houston is so dry. They actually just put signs up in the neighborhood I live in, letting us know that we need to start conserving water again.
Wow.
Just because it's so low again, and I'm like, man. We had that one real long year where we got like, I think it was like less than an inch of water the whole year, and we just have really not recovered from that at all. I'm out of power.
California, are you out of power?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll take a break after this in between the videos so you can get your mana back up.
And I guess I will end my video here. It's gonna be a little short. I do apologize for that, guys. I may end up throwing in an extra episode here and there to kind of make up for the shorter ones. I like to keep them around half an hour, a little bit longer sometimes, because I enjoy this game greatly. But I guess we're going to go ahead and stop. But if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow both of our channels, and we greatly appreciate that. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below on any of the topics that we talked about, or if you just happen to want to get on and group with us, we do have different level characters ranging from mid-20s all the way down to like level 1 and 2. So if you want to get into the game and you want to have a friend to kind of group with every once in a while, more than happy to do that, guys.
Be
So
glad to do it, guys. We love making friends. We love grouping. We like having the bigger the group, the better. If you have a full group, you get a bonus group experience. We love meeting new people. So definitely. I mean, that's how me and AC Gamer met. That's how we became friends, because he was willing to take the time to hang out with me, and and now we're great friends.
hey, that's
So
what this channel is all about, man. I mean, that's kind of why I made it, is to get a community going of people who are like-minded, who enjoy the same games that I do, and are just good all-around people. Because it's sometimes it's very, very hard to find people who are not so concerned about the loot and less concerned about just having a good time in some of these games that I play nowadays. And
these
that
knolls are these knolls are good experience, brother. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, no, that's fine. That's actually, I guess it's